Hello viewers, in this video we'll discuss on the concept combination of errors. So in previous lectures we discussed combination of errors for addition and subtraction. Here we'll discuss what we'll do for multiplication, division and a number raised to a power. So what happens when error occurs in these conditions? Okay, first of all we'll see for multiplication. Okay. So let us take two physical quantities A and B. So the product of the A and B is Z. So now I am representing A and B with errors. So A plus or minus delta A. Similarly, B plus or minus delta B. So similarly, Z is also Z plus or minus delta Z. Now I am going to multiply this term with this term. Okay, so AB plus or minus A into delta B plus or minus B into delta A plus or minus delta A into delta B. Okay, so this is Z plus or minus delta Z. Now I am going to divide the LHS by Z and RHS by AB. So divide LHS by Z and divide RHS by AB. So Z plus or minus delta Z by Z is equal to AB by AB plus or minus A delta B by AB plus or minus B delta A by AB plus or minus delta A delta B by AB. So these are the terms. Okay, so here we can write it as when divide Z to the two values. So 1 plus or minus delta Z by Z is equal to here 1 plus or minus. So here A and get cancelled. So delta B by B plus or minus. So here B and B gets cancelled. So delta A by A. And now the product of this value delta A and delta B is very small compared to when you add with the remaining terms. That is when you add with delta A and delta B. So these are very small terms, so these can be eliminated. It can be eliminated. So no need to represent it. Okay. So these are the remaining terms. So this 1 and 1 also will get cancelled. So plus or minus delta Z by Z is equal to plus or minus delta B by B plus or minus delta A by A. This is the final expression. So the maximum possible error now is, so the maximum possible error is, that is delta Z by Z is equal to delta A by A plus delta B by B. This is the final form of representing the relative error when you multiply two physical quantities. Okay, same procedure or same thing we can do it for division also. So error in division. So let us take Z is equal to A by B. So I am representing A and B with errors. A plus or minus delta A by B plus or minus delta B. So Z also. So here in the numerator I am taking A as common. So A as common. So 1 plus or minus delta A by A. Similarly I am taking B outside from the denominator. So 1 plus or minus delta B by B. Okay, so this A by B can be written as Z. I am writing A by B as Z. So I am, and also I am taking this the term in the denominator to the numerator. Okay, so 1 plus or minus delta A by A into 1 plus or minus delta B by B whole power minus 1. This is Z plus or minus delta Z. So this, see these two terms, this is power 1. So these two terms are in the form 1 plus x whole power n. So this can be written as 1 plus nx for x. So it can be stopped up to this value 1 plus nx for the case when x is very less than 1, because we can eliminate the remaining greater terms for these cases. Yes, these terms will be very less than 1, that is delta b by b and delta a by a will be very less than 1. So this can be written as z 1 plus or minus delta a by a, as the power is 1 only, but here the power is minus 1. So for the change, let us write it as minus plus delta b by b. Okay, so now I am taking z to this side. So z plus or minus delta z by z is equal to the remaining term, and 1 minus plus delta b by b. Now I am going to multiply these two terms. Okay, so 1 plus or minus delta a by a plus or plus minus delta b by b, then plus or minus delta a by a delta b by b. So here also this is very small term, this can be eliminated. So the remaining, so this can be rewritten as 1 plus or minus delta z by z is equal to 1 plus or minus delta a by a minus plus of delta b by b. So from this term we can also eliminate this one. So what are the remaining term? Plus or minus delta z by z is equal to plus or minus delta a by a minus plus of delta b by b. This is the final term. So this can be, from this the maximum possible error can be written as delta z by z is equal to delta a by a plus delta b by b. So this is the maximum possible error. Now we can see that for multiplication and division you are having the same relative error concept. So now come to the rule. So what is the rule now? Rule now, when two quantities are multiplied or divided, the relative error in the final result is the sum of the relative error in the individual quantities. These are called as relative error. You can see that delta z is relative to z, delta a is relative to a, and delta b is relative to b. So in case of multiplication and division, you have to consider the relative error. For in case of addition and subtraction, we have considered absolute error. Okay, so this is about multiplication and division. So now we will see what happens when a quantity is raised to a power. Okay, so let us take z is equal to a power n. This is the number raised to a power n. Okay, so now I am going to represent the error of each term. So a plus or minus delta a whole power n. So z also plus or minus delta z. So now I am taking a power n as common. So what is the remaining? 1 plus or minus delta a by a whole power n. This is also same format, 1 plus x whole power n. So here also I can replace it a power n. So 1 plus or minus n into delta a by a. So I am following the same concept. 1 plus x whole power n is equal to 1 plus nx for x less than 1. So I am following the same thing here also. Okay, so I am dividing both the sides by z. Next I am dividing both LHS and RHS by z. So a power n by z, 1 plus or minus n into delta a by a. So here we can see 1 plus or minus delta z by z, which is equal to, I can cancel these both terms because these both are equal. Z is equal to a power n, so both are equal, so which is equal to 1 plus or minus n into delta a by a. So from here 1 and 1 gets cancelled, so remaining is plus or minus delta z by z is equal to plus or minus n into delta a by a. So from this the maximum possible error nothing but delta z by z is equal to n into delta a by a. This is the generalized form of representing the relative error to a quantity raised to a power. Okay. So now what is the rule? Rule: the relative error to a physical quantity raised to a power n is n times the relative error, n times the relative error of the individual quantity. So this is a statement for this particular condition. So let us see with an example. Z is equal to a power p, bq and c power r. If this is the condition, how will you represent with the relative error? So delta z by z is equal to p into delta a by a plus q into delta b by b plus r into delta c by c. This is the way of representing. Similarly, if I have z is equal to a power p, b power q by c power r. So here I am representing delta z by z is equal to similarly p into delta a by a plus q into delta b by b plus r into delta c by c. I am not putting it as or I am not writing it as minus. So whatever may be, it may be in the numerator denominator, we should not represent it in minus, it should be plus. Okay, this is the way of representing the relative error for a number raised to a power. So these are the rules for representing with error in multiplication, division and a number raised to a power. Okay, so these can be used to solve many problems. Okay, thank you.